Make up a story
Wow. Podcast.
Hello, and welcome to Make Up a Story. I'm Alba, and
I'm Brandon.
welcome to the 7th episode, where I'm gonna give you a game that we spoke on the 5th episode, but you don't remember.
Nope.
And I'm also gonna share some news with you. But first of all, how are you? How was the park run that we said that we were gonna do together? Feels, thoughts, please.
I feel like I want to do now like a marathon, you know?
Really?
Yeah, no, I feel like I could do more than 5K.
Good.
Yeah. But you know, even though I went with no shoes, like running shoes or
Yeah,
anything,
you just went with like your normal Nikes.
shoes like for the street. But I felt like inspired because I love waking up in the morning. But that day was beautiful, sunny outside, and then we were.
Yeah, I feel the same. Like, I don't like waking up in the morning,
Yeah, I know. 100%.
but I did. It took me a little bit, but like once I had my coffee and I was there running with like 300 other people, I think. It was so
Which
good.
It didn't look like. When I saw the numbers, I was like, what? There were 350 people?
Yeah, it's crazy. So it really it felt amazing. And afterwards, I also felt really good.
Yeah.
And it was just so good. It was nice and
Yeah.
wholesome. What I liked about it as well is the fact that I was running with you and Sheila.
Yeah.
So I felt that I had the accountability to keep running. If I would have run by myself, I would have stopped.
Maybe.
I know you were kind of like waiting for me sometimes, but I was like, I have to keep going. And I ran for like 40 minutes in a row, which is the first time ever I think I have run
Yeah, you
that
didn't
long.
stop.
No,
You didn't stop.
I was going slowly, but I was doing it. So
That's the way to do it, yeah.
yeah. So it was really nice. And
Yeah, I was of course, I was going slower because I wanted to go with you guys. And
Yeah.
there's no point for me. I don't want to run for... I did it together, to do it together, so I didn't want to go off. So, but I love the fact of seeing you just pushing through. That was, I think, the most amazing thing. Because 5K, it looks like, oh, it's nothing. But it's 5K running all the time with no stop.
Yeah, it's basically almost like 10,000 steps, basically, at
Yeah.
once in 40 minutes.
Yeah. And it's really, really good. And then do you feel now that you want to do a bigger one?
I think I would like to do more 5Ks first,
Okay.
and then I go to 10K, yeah, for sure.
So
But
what was your timing? Well, our time was the
our
same.
timing was 40 minutes and less than...
So
40 minutes, 40 seconds, something
how
like
much
that.
do you think you can cut it in the next run?
Like 3 or 4 minutes, I'm not going to
Okay.
go crazy. I think my idea would be to be like 30 to 25 minutes doing... So I would like to like do a few more park runs, 5K, to basically cut it down to like 30 to 25 minutes, and then I can go into a bigger distance.
Yeah. I think the most amazing thing that I found that day, it's them. Because I felt it...
What do you mean then?
Like...
The organization?
The organization of the place,
the
like
the
the park run, the volunteers and everybody, and the emotion that everybody was bringing up. Everybody was so nice, and everybody was like, "Oh, come on!" Every time you pass by the lab,
Yeah, they were like, "Come on, you can do it!"
You can do it, well done. And it was really, really good. And I found that like really inspiring. And for us, like, I imagine other people, it will be harder for them to go into these runnings and having these people kind of like all of them as a family pushing for you, like,
and there was a lot of young people as well as volunteers, which really surprised me. Like 16 years old.
Yeah.
It was really good. Yeah, like we went with no expectations. I thought it was gonna be like, I don't know, 20, 30 people.
Yeah, me too. That was I think.
And suddenly I got there and there was like so many people.
Yeah.
It was so good. It felt really wholesome, you know.
And well organized, because I found it really, really well organized. Like,
yeah, like turn here, go there, blah blah. It was so nice. Yeah.
And now we have to find the next one and do another 5K somewhere else.
Let's do it.
This summer we're gonna try and do 10 5Ks, and then we push through the 10. Were you up for that or not?
Are you up for that?
I'm up for that. I don't
10
mind.
different ones or
10 different ones, yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
I mean, you show me the map, and there's a lot of
There's
places
lots of
you
them.
can-
We just have to travel early in Saturday. But I think that's the good thing as well. Like, even though you have to travel to them in London, it's just easy because there's no traffic.
Yeah.
I was supposed to take like 20 minutes to get there. It took me like 15 or less, or like 10. It was so good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm definitely up for it.
And it was really like when you take the bus sometimes or a train, you think, oh, it's really far. But then when we came back, we went back home. It was like really, really. We passed by your house then because
It
we
was
didn't
so-
realize it was like
Oh,
so
really?
close, and was like, oh, there she lives, and I was like, oh, and that's our house there. So it was kind of you see the walking distance, and it was much closer than we thought.
Yeah, it's nothing.
It's really nice.
So yeah, it felt really good. And after I had to do Zumba.
Yeah, I don't know why you want to go to that point in your life.
Yeah, like tire me out doing 5K and then doing Zumba.
Yeah, you should be
like 2 hours after.
Yeah, you should have waited a little bit.
But my mom had this great idea of telling me that I should take a paracetamol in between, so I wouldn't feel the pain. So I did. I know your face is like, what the fuck?
Why? Why did you take that? Did you feel that much pain?
No, I was fine, but it's just not to get. So I really enjoyed Zumba yesterday.
You were
I
kind of like on
literally-
drugs.
I burned. It was this Zumba time that I burned more calories as well.
You were.
I felt like I also had 3 coffees yesterday. I had one before the run, one after the run with you,
Yeah.
and then one before Zumba because I knew I needed a bit of a kick. Because I was
Ah,
tired,
that's-
and I was feeling my hamstrings and stuff. So I mean, I wasn't like crazy. Like I could move, but so I burned so many calories.
But that's like 3 coffees and paracetamol. Like that, mixing those two things together.
I know.
That's really dangerous because
Really?
because your body doesn't know what to feel. You're
Yeah.
giving it like power, and then you're giving it something to relax it.
Oh yeah, true. That is very true. Well, guess what? I got late here today, right? A bit late. Like if you tell me be here at this time, I'm like on the clock.
Well, you said I was expecting you to be here like 1:45, something like that.
Oh really? I
Yeah.
thought I usually I tend to be like on the clock and to places.
No,
But
you're
anyway.
usually before time.
Yeah. But no. You expected me to be here 15 minutes early?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was here like 10 minutes late actually.
Yeah.
You know why? Because after I did Zumba, everything, I chilled at home and then I went out again. And I was walking in the street and I felt my feet. I don't know why. It's painful. Underneath my ankle, it's just painful.
Oh no.
When I
man.
walk,
But do you think that has to do with you're wearing the new barefoot shoes?
I was wearing them when that happened. Maybe like, there was like some kind of thing. I think, first of all, yesterday I exercised too much.
100%.
And that also...
No doubt.
No doubt. So definitely that also didn't help. And then I used the barefoot shoes and I think there was like something in the street, like my feet had to like accommodate to the shape, and I probably stepped too hard and and I think I might take an Uber on my way back home.
So how do you come now? You came walking
I walked,
slow?
but I took like 45 minutes to get here.
Wow. But
Because it
what's
was
the
pain.
pain? You feel in that area, or it goes up the leg, or
No, it goes down. So it's like, so basically now I'm on zero pain because I'm not stepping on my feet.
Yeah.
But it's like underneath my foot and on the side, like below the ankle.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't go to Zumba today. You were surprised I told you I wasn't going to Zumba.
Oh my god.
So I'm giving a rest. So I think I might take an Uber to go home and stay at home all day. Woo! I can't wait. It's so sunny as well.
That's really really bad.
I know.
That's why you have to take the things chill, and you have to just make sure.
I felt so good yesterday though. I didn't even like want to go to bed or anything. I was like, I went to bed.
So
like,
what time
late.
do you go to the cinema then?
Like 8 p.m.
Wow.
But finished at like 9:30, so it was amazing. 9:30 and then got home at 10. Oh, also.
More things. Check it out. More things on the podcast. Right here.
I was so happy. I was going to the cinema by myself. I really enjoyed it. Great, amazing. Then I was waiting in the station for the overground, and there was so many mice.
Oh, nice.
Like my foot was painful as fuck, and I wanted to sit down, but I didn't because I was like, there is too many mice.
The mice was there waiting for you.
And there was this lady that came to me like, there is so many mice, blah blah. I was like, yeah. We got talking. She had an accent. She had a Spanish accent. She was like, oh, where are you from? And I was like, guess. And she's like, I don't know. Well, anyway, I was like, oh, are you Spanish? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, yes, so am I.
You think it was kind of like hitting on you, or?
Oh no, God, no.
No? Okay. Yes, just to make sure the mice and the...
No. But she kept talking to me. I was like, why are you talking to me?
I'm in pain.
No, she was just really weird. She started talking about the mice. She said that she'd been in London for like 20 years. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, that's a long time.
Yeah, but she was, and I was like, and she asked me like, why are you in London? What made you move? And I said, then I asked her, what made you stay 20 years in London? Because she was kind of hating everything. And she was like, my ex-husband.
Ooh.
She's like, he's the worst person ever. He was like, and she started. There everything started. She's like, don't trust people. Blah blah blah. You shouldn't trust people. He's like, he's got like one of the corruption cases, one of the biggest corruption cases in the UK. Blah blah blah. So like, I'm gonna write a book. That's when you start seeing that people are just going south.
Wow. What was her name?
Joanna.
Oh,
I don't know if I should say that. I've said it now. And I was like, okay, like this is weird. She's like, yeah, because my family back in Spain have a lot of money, and he's still like, picking on the money. And I was like, okay. So I don't trust anyone. And then we took the overground together as well.
Wow.
And there is like this kind of not seat, but like spaces in the overground where you can like just lay your back. And usually 2 people fit in there, but I was seeing where this was going, and I just sat in the middle. I was like, I'm not letting you close to me. This was like 10 p.m. as well on a Saturday, which is not late, but anyway. And then we were getting to my station. I was like, and she in the meantime, she asked me like, where do you live?
Ooh.
And I said the area, but I gave she was like, but where exactly do you live? And I gave another place. She was like, do you live alone? I was like, no, I live with I just said a random number, fake number, of course. Like, I was like, yeah, I live with 4 flatmates. And I was like, what the fuck? And then when we were getting to my station, she was like, oh, what do you do? And I was like, I work in video. I said, I'm freelance because I didn't want to give any details of anything.
Well done.
She was like, oh my God, I need to put a CCTV camera. Can you help me? Can I get your number? And I was like, sorry, no. And I left.
Oh my God.
Yeah, bro. I was like, what?
That's really weird, because now I have a surprise. Here she is.
No. Welcome, Joanna, to the show.
Oh shit! No, that sounds scary.
I
feel like that could be a short film.
And also, yeah, it could be.
It's getting better or what? Let's see. Let's go.
No, but also she knew my uncle was fucked, so I was like, she could just follow me. Literally, in the overground, I walk out, and she literally went to the door and was looking at me, and I just saw that, and I just didn't look back. I kept walking, and then I was walking down my street, and I stopped. I was just like, I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna look at what I'm gonna have for dinner, just to if she wanted to come and talk to me, she could do it in the street right there and then. But I think she didn't.
I feel like if she's watching for any reason, maybe she found out about this. We'll just let you know that it's a bit weird. It's nothing against you. Maybe you're a great person, great, lovely person
it was
who
really
just wants to
scary,
chat.
though.
But it was really scary for somebody to not know
and
it.
Also, do not want to I do not want to end up like her,
Yeah.
Because who knows? If I live in London for another 20 years,
It's like, oh no.
Imagine I do that to someone else.
No, it's not really. I feel like I will never do that. I will never go to somebody in the middle of the street or the station and just start talking about my life and then asking your life when I don't know. I feel like people get lonely here as well, and they just take any opportunity, but they don't realize how weird they're being. God.
And
You know,
she
but
was
you know
like,
where she lives? She told you?
Yes. I know the station. I don't know. I didn't ask because I don't care.
No, but because she asked you, maybe she was telling you where she...
She told me where she has lived throughout the years and where she lives now.
That shows that maybe that person was going through really a tough time.
Yeah, definitely a super tough time. And it's probably right what she's saying, but at the same time, she crossed out quite a few lines, asking me where I live, who I live with, what am I doing here, and she desperately wanted my number.
Wow. Just like
Crazy.
if you work with her for after a week, 2 weeks, maybe you can. But now, in the middle of at 10 p.m.
I mean, I would be happy to give my number to a stranger, but don't be weird, I don't know.
Where do you live? Do you have security cameras?
Yeah, she's like, because they are entering my place, blah blah. I need to put security cameras to so we can see them. I was like, what? It just felt her desperate attempt to get my number, but I was like, no, you're not getting my number.
You know,
Because we were also like super close to the station, so she would have to get off at the station with me for me to give her my number, and I was like, no, this is not happening.
it's not. It's never gonna happen now. If I see you again, it's never.
God, I'm gonna run.
God.
Yeah.
But then she knew that you were Spanish.
I told her.
You
yeah.
told her.
She asked me, where are you from? And people usually, actually, I have more stuff to tell you, but I think we have to go with the podcast.
I mean, yeah, but it's really interesting, these kind of things.
I know. But people usually don't think I'm Spanish.
Yeah, no.
Actually, I have a group of friends in the gym now. We are like all Spanish.
Ooh.
Well, a group of friends. Friends is too much, but a group of people that we get along.
Where are they from?
Spain. And someone else, Spanish as well, came to the group. Like, they have known, but I didn't know them. And they were like, are you Spanish?
The one from the podcast?
No, actually, my Zumba instructor was saying that I had a podcast. I was talking to someone in Spanish. She's not Spanish. She wasn't understanding. And she was like, oh, are you talking about the podcast?
Oh.
And I was like, no, she doesn't know, but she knows now, I guess. So
God, that's amazing.
It was really funny. But yeah, like, people came to me like, you speak Spanish as well, are you Spanish? And I was like, yeah. She's like, you don't look Spanish. And I was like, yeah, I know.
It's amazing because that happens in any kind of different person from different countries. But when they find somebody in another country that are from the same country that they are from,
you instantly bond.
Yeah, it's like maybe you are complete opposites, but because you're Spanish, you just go.
Yeah, and I was saying as well how I would never dance Zumba or listen to Zumba songs in Spain.
Yeah.
But because I'm here, it makes me feel closer to my culture, and I really enjoy it. But if I would be living in Spain, I would probably never dance Zumba ever in my life.
You like Spanish music?
No,
Yeah.
I like it because I'm in the UK.
No.
And it makes me feel closer.
You
Well, fine.
You have two main singers that you love.
Who are
Dani
the two?
Martin
Yes,
and
and who else?
Rosanna.
That's because of my mom. My mom is a biggest...
But you love the songs. You listen to it.
Yeah, I do.
So it's kind of like, and I love her. There I was singing a song about her, and I was like, oh, I didn't recall it was the song from her.
Yeah.
I had to check.
It was really nice. But yeah,
Okay.
should we go into the news?
Yeah, we can go into the news while you're getting the news. I was gonna let you know that one of the things that my cousin always says is just he finds so interesting that you always tell a weird story out of nowhere.
There you have it.
It's just like you keep quiet all the time. Like me, I'm all the time telling shit, but you just come out just like in silence, and then you just come out with a weird story. Every time we talk, they're like, "Oh, hi, Alba with the poop." I was like, "Well, I think she's great. Yeah, she's doing great." But now this story is like,
there you
didn't
have
tell me
it.
anything. It's just like, wow,
Yeah.
Spanish people. And now, here we go. Your host for the Makeup Story News, Alba.
All right, welcome to the news. So this, don't know how to even call it, but you know that. Sorry, I'm gonna start that again. That's so bad. All right, starting the reel again.
The news with Alba.
Every Mac computer is hiding a secret Bitcoin document. Do you know that?
What?
And you can actually try and find it right now.
But what do you mean by Bitcoin?
So, any Mac computer that has been... No, don't. I'll tell you how to look for it.
Oh, yeah.
You're already typing.
I'm already looking for it.
Hang on. So basically, any Mac that has the update from 2018 or, of course, newer is hiding a copy of a Bitcoin white paper. It's basically a technology that basically allows for you to deal with cryptocurrency. And basically Bitcoin was first created by an unknown number of people in 2008. And basically it's a document that every transaction is basically available to everyone, and that's why it's kind of transparent way of... I know very little about Bitcoin, so please don't quote me on this at all. But that's what I've understood from it. And basically, the document is called. Okay, so you have to type command space.
Yeah.
So you get the little
Yeah.
finder. You have to type virtual scanner and 2 in Roman numbers.
All together.
No, virtual space scanner with double N
Yeah, yeah.
and 2 I's.
My God, you-
2 capital I's.
I know what it is. Nothing comes up.
Really?
No, it comes up like a Safari website, something like that.
Can I try and look for it?
Yeah. No, it's only the Siri from the website and things like that.
Yeah, it's this image capture. Lol.
Hmm.
Well, the independent.co.uk, you were wrong.
No, maybe not wrong. Maybe once they find out, they just blocked it or something.
Yeah, could
But
be.
what's the point of that?
I think it's just so to allow your computer to be able to deal with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency.
Yeah, it's just so weird that Apple will do that.
I know.
Even Bitcoin, like, it's not really like.
And I think it's something you could install later on as well. Why would Apple have it? Like, Apple is richer than some countries,
Yeah.
than most countries probably. Why would they want to like allow you to deal with Bitcoin? I guess there is a lot of influence, not necessarily money-wise, but people-wise, essentially, with Apple. High.
I mean, maybe it's because it's just they want to get something, and maybe they're working on a cryptocurrency. Which then, if Apple does that,
Oh yeah, that
everything
looks
becomes like crypto.
yeah, basically.
Could be, but yeah, I feel like no. The news you said was right. It's in that space.
Yeah.
So it's import from virtual scanner, and then there's like a glitch that you find.
That's crazy. That is mad.
Like these people that they find things on platforms like I don't know. It's just so weird to me.
Yeah.
That you can find like when there's a new update on Apple as well in the code. There's some things that they just put a space because they were working on it. But then there are coders that they're just reading the whole code and they know they're trying to find something.
To guess what it is.
And that's how they found out the leak photos for the latest iPhone 14 before it came out because they had the image inside the code with a link. So
that's
it's
mad.
really, really weird.
That's crazy. All right. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
No, but you said you had a game.
Yeah, we have a game.
Oh, we have a game.
That you heard about, but you forgot about. So we're going into it.
Let's do the game.
Let's go to the game. So the game is doing your LinkedIn Premiere Pro assessment.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. 100% I forgot about that.
All right, so the game is Adobe Premiere Pro assessment, and it's 15 multiple choice questions, and you have 1.5 minutes per question, but we're going to go faster than that, right?
I guess, I hope.
Yeah.
All right.
So let's start it, yeah.
Great.
Suppose you want to darken just the sky area in this image shown. Which curves adjustments makes this easier? Hue versus saturation, hue versus luma, hue versus hue, luma versus saturation. What would you say? It's really tough, this one, actually. So hue versus saturation is color versus saturation.
Yep.
Hue versus luma is color versus light.
Yeah.
Hue versus hue is color versus color. And luma versus saturation is light versus saturation. Which one would you say?
I will go for hue against luma.
Color, yeah, that could be one. I think, yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know.
It's color versus light, yeah. Which you're gonna pick the color blue and bring the light down, which is what they want, which is darkening the image.
You can do it many ways, really.
Yeah,
but
I would, yeah.
All right.
Which adjustment can you use to quickly convert log footage into recommended settings by a camera manufacturer? Creative look, faded film, intensity, input LUT.
So I will say it's input LUT.
Yes, I agree. Because then you can easily change.
So they give you the answer at the end, yeah?
No, they'll just tell you if you passed it or not.
Oh, wow, that's good.
So we won't know. Okay. When part of your footage is transparent, where is the transparency information stored in the file? Source monitor, opacity effect, alpha channel.
I will say the alpha channel.
Yes.
Oof, we're going good. I think we're gonna get one right.
I think you definitely want to pass it, but we'll just see.
Let's see.
Okay. Which video file format can you export with Adobe Media Encoders?
Oh. All right. So we have.
Oh my God.
CHD.
Oh, so it's 3. So we have AVCHD.
So there's one that is not.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah.
No, there is 5. It's only 3 that they are. So let's go for the ones that we know we can.
Yeah.
So it's M4A. You probably cannot because that's an Adobe thing.
Yeah, that's
that is a Mac thing. Sorry, an Apple thing.
That's why I will remove that. So we already have the answer.
No, so we have these 2 possible ones.
Yeah.
BCD, ABC, right?
Yeah. ABC, animated GIF, ABC, and then BDE. No, BCD.
BCD. Let's go for BCD. So it's a yeah. I'm with that.
I think, yeah.
I would maybe have one for the last one, but it's fine. It's fine. You can.
You were not sure about that one. Why not?
Imagine. I passed it at the first time this assessment as well, which now I'm thinking this is so hard actually. All right. Which tool lets you easily reposition clips in the timeline in respect to adjacent clips? What?
Oh shit.
I think it's rolling editing tool, but I'm still like I don't use the tools.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know the name of that. We need to go for the ripple edit tool.
No, because ripple is just to delete the space in between.
Yeah, but then.
Oh yeah. It's ripple. Because it's in respect to other. No.
Fuck yeah. It's just the question.
It's reposition, so it's not actually put them together, so it wouldn't be ripple.
And rolling edit tool. I've never seen that name.
No. Slide tool, yes. Slip tool, no.
Yeah.
So it's between slide and ripple.
Ooh, it's 50-50.
I think slide. Because ripple is just to put them close together. It's just to eliminate the space in between 2 clips. But that's not what it's saying. It's just to change what it is. So
24 seconds left.
I would go slide, but it's your assessment, so you choose it.
I'm going to go and give you that one. Just see.
All right. If you have placed a GPU accelerated effect in a clip in the timeline and you have not rendered it, what color appears on the top of your timeline? I think that's an easy one.
Yeah, that should be fine.
It is red.
Red, my dear.
Suppose you use font X.
Okay.
So suppose you use font X from Adobe Fonts in your project. What happens when you open a project and font X is missing from the local machine? A warning appears, so you can track down the font. The font automatically activates for as long as there is internet connection. Nothing occurs. The graphics appear correct. No. As a substitute is automatically chosen by preference. So
I would say the last one.
I would say first one, you get the warning and then a substitute. But the first thing that happens is that you get a warning.
I don't think you get a warning for fonts.
It says this font is missing. Yeah. It says this font is missing and it tells you the name of the font so you can download it and put it back.
Oh,
I think it's the font.
You think it's the font? Okay.
Yeah, it is the font.
I give it a go.
Okay. Which option is unable to affect the view of the audio waveforms as shown below? What?
To affect the view of the audio waveform.
Oh my God, this is just leaving us in such a
I think we are video editors, guys, but I think it would be large audio waveforms.
I'll go for that. I don't think it is, but show audio time unit.
Audio time units, that doesn't really affect the waveforms.
Which option is unable to affect the view of the audio waveforms as shown below? Oh my God.
Oh well, this one is kind of like.
Oh my God.
The option show audio time unit could be.
Yeah.
Logarithmic keyframe scaling, no. Large audio waveforms, I think it's that one.
There's not a button that says large audio waveforms. You just double click and it comes.
Yeah, but that's because you're doing a shortcut.
Okay, go for it. But I don't think, because I think you can also drag it and make it bigger or shorter.
Yeah, you can, but that is showing 2.
All right, it's your
Oh God!
But this is showing 2 because the audio is coming from
left and right
to each ear. Yeah.
God, 10 seconds.
I think show audio time unit. You trust me with that.
Here we go.
You are creating a new version of your project with the project manager. Okay, I know project manager. You want to check if there will be enough space on your target drive. How can you find the total amount of space needed? Okay, so I think it's check disk space available settings. It's literally like it just calculates it, so it's really easy. Oh, calculate button. Yeah, it's
I
calculate
think it's
button.
calculate. Yeah.
Yeah,
Check
yeah.
the space available. It doesn't really tell
No,
you
it's
anything.
calculate button.
Woo! Assessment.
How many output audio tracks can an adaptive audio track be routed to?
How many output audio tracks can adaptive audio track to be?
Oh my god.
Whoa. Well,
Endless?
yeah, that's why I was going for 32.
So I think this is down to the bits as well, because you see how the numbers are bit numbers too?
Yeah. So I would say it's 32.
It's 32 or 16, yeah. Let's go for 32. Okay.
Ooh, how many do you need to get right to?
I think it's like 70%.
Shit.
Which memory card structure format is not dedicated viewing option on the media browser? I don't use the media browser, that's the problem. I think it
Who
could
does use that? Like,
yeah, I think it's Canon RAW because it's a still format and the rest are video formats.
yeah, it's the only one.
Canon RAW.
Let's see. Almost there.
Your project has several sequences that are no longer needed. How would you use the project manager to produce a new version of the project that excludes the unwanted sequences?
Select consolidate and transcode. Choose collect files and copy to new location. Select create new timeline project. No, select the unwanted sequences in
Yeah.
the sequence area.
Last one, deselect unwanted sequences in the sequences area. Yeah, because you'll only transfer the sequence that you're using. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. It's just the question itself.
When exporting an XML file, what happens to transitions that Adobe Premiere determines that aren't compatible? The transitions are trying to cross dissolve. The transitions are deleted. The transitions are deleted. Yeah.
It could
That
be.
happens to me when I transfer to DaVinci. That's why I don't like the things. I have to recreate the transitions in DaVinci, so I'm pretty sure.
That's weird. But what kind of transitions are you talking about?
Like when they fade in between, or like
Simple ones, but why that will not be compatible?
I don't know, but that's why I don't like working with Premiere and DaVinci. The compatibility is awful.
Well, in Final Cut and Premiere Pro until they use
Same.
the same.
Yeah. Which audio mixer automation mode allows an automation to return to the previous state after any adjustments are made?
Right, latch, read, touch. Wow.
All right, so I know this from working on Audition. Allows the return to the previous state after any error. Wow.
Woo. Wow.
Write and read is the two ones that I know. Latch and touch, I have not heard about them. That is really hard.
Which audio mixer automation mode allows an automation to return to the previous state after any adjustments are made? Doesn't make any sense, any of the words that they're writing. So
say read.
That's okay. Last question.
I don't think we're gonna pass. How can you control the mouse scrolling behavior in the timeline panel?
Open the preference and select the general timeline playback audio scrolling, auto scrolling. The timeline panel menu in the select. Open the preferences and click the timeline menu.
I didn't know you could control that.
We are learning something new over here. Can you control the mouse scrolling behavior in the timeline? I know you can do it in the computer, but not in the timeline itself. Auto scrolling, open preference and select preference timeline.
I think preference timeline.
Yeah, because
okay, let's go.
The other one is too.
Let's go. Let's see. I really want to see.
And the results. After 15 questions, both are video editors.
And we both struggling to answer them as well. That's crazy.
And the worst part is that it's for my LinkedIn. So here we go. View results.
Yes! We got
nice. Great work. You earned the badge.
And you have it on now.
Wow. You are in the top 5 of 811,000 people who took this.
It was a really hard test, I'm not going to lie.
It's just because it's like this test when you are the driving test. That it could be any option. It's just you have to really read the words that are right.
Nice. We did it.
All right. That was really good.
I mean, I passed it the first time around, but this was really hard. I didn't remember it is hard.
Yeah, it's just because we're used to just using shortcuts and things. We don't go to the menus. We don't go.
We haven't studied Premiere Pro like by the book, and
Who
I
did?
feel those questions are really, really by the book.
Yeah, kind of. Oh well, that was
it.
Really nice game.
Thank you very much. I feel like we have gone over time as well.
Yeah, it's 39 minutes.
Oh right, I'll cut it down. But yeah, this has been it. It's been really nice.
It's really nice.
Thank
really nice
you.
game.
I hope it wasn't too technical, even though it was. All right, you go for the outro.
Well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. You can watch us on YouTube or as well on Spotify if you use the visual mode. And our podcast is everywhere, really. And the reels are doing so great. So
TikTok, Instagram. All right, yeah,
TikTok,
that's it. That's about
I
it.
think so. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.